Today, we're delving into a fascinating trend sweeping across the United States. Despite the country's overall population increasing by about 0.4% recently, some previously thriving states are witnessing a daily decline in their population. The latest 2023 study by United Van Lines reveals that the primary reasons for people relocating include the flexibility to work from home, a desire to be closer to family, and seeking more affordable living conditions. In today's video, we'll explore the top 10 states experiencing more departures than arrivals. Number 10. New Jersey. New Jersey, famously dubbed the Garden State, boasts a wide array of landscapes, from picturesque beaches along the Atlantic Ocean to lush, forested hills in the northwest. Covering roughly 8,722 square miles, it's relatively small compared to other states but has a dense population. Recent 2023 estimates place the population at just over 9 million. New Jersey has been experiencing a population rebound after a dip during the early COVID-19 years, where nearly 30,000 residents left by 2020. However, data from 2023 shows a modest increase of around 30,000 people, or 0.3%, bringing the population back above 2020 levels. In 2024, an eye-opening 70.5% of moves were people leaving the state. Known for its lively communities and proximity to major urban centers, New Jersey struggles with high living costs. Approximately one-third of those surveyed cited retirement as the main reason for their departure. With property taxes among the highest in the nation, a $300,000 home could see annual taxes exceeding $7,250. The average monthly living cost for a single person, excluding rent, is about $2,950, which can be daunting for retirees on fixed incomes, driving them to more affordable states. As of February 2024, New Jersey's unemployment rate is 4.8%, a slight increase from the previous year's 4%. This is higher than the national average of 3.9%, prompting many to relocate to states with better job prospects, particularly in the West and South. Number 9. Louisiana. Louisiana, a dynamic state, is renowned for its unique cultural heritage that blends French, African American, and French-Canadian traditions. The state is celebrated for its distinctive music, cuisine, and lively annual events like Mardi Gras. Geographically, Louisiana spans approximately 52,370 square miles, positioning it as the 31st largest state in the United States. However, Louisiana has faced a notable population decline. From July 2021 to July 2022, the state saw a reduction of 36,800 residents, marking a 0.8% decrease. Between April 2020 and July 2022, the total number of residents who left the state reached 67,500. This outmigration is largely driven by a lack of high-paying job opportunities, prompting many to relocate to states with stronger economies. Louisiana is highly susceptible to natural disasters, particularly hurricanes and floods, which have increased in frequency and severity. Events like Hurricane Katrina and more recent storms have caused significant damage and contributed to the population decline as residents seek safer areas. The state also grapples with infrastructure challenges, including road maintenance and flood protection, which impact daily life and long-term investments. Economically, Louisiana has struggled since 2010, with high unemployment rates and a contracting job market. Over the past 14 years, the situation has deteriorated rather than improved. This migration trend raises concerns for current residents and potential newcomers. Despite Louisiana's scenic beauty and rich culture, economic hardships and limited opportunities cast a shadow over the state's appeal as a place to call home. Number 8. Pennsylvania. Pennsylvania, situated in the mid-Atlantic and northeastern regions of the United States, is bordered by 6 states and Lake Erie. Covering 46,500 square miles, it ranks as the 33rd largest state in the nation. According to the latest estimates, Pennsylvania has a population of around 12.97 million, making it the 5th most populous state. However, by 2024, it is anticipated that Pennsylvania will continue to experience a decline in its population as residents migrate to other states. This trend is largely driven by younger individuals seeking lower living costs and taxes. Data from 2021 to 2022 indicate that Pennsylvania lost approximately 40,000 residents, many of whom relocated to Florida and Texas, drawn by better weather, lower taxes, and more affordable living conditions. The search for financial stability is a major factor behind this exodus. Pennsylvania's unemployment rate is 7.4%, significantly higher than the national average, contributing to increased poverty, particularly in the Appalachian Mountains and northern parts of the state. Young adults, especially those aged 18 to 44, are increasingly looking to move to states with more favorable economic conditions. The rising government taxes and other financial burdens have made Pennsylvania less attractive compared to its historical reputation as a land of opportunity. For those employed, many earn less than the state's average median income of $61,744, and this economic strain is particularly felt in areas where salaries do not align with the cost of living. These financial difficulties are a significant concern for many Pennsylvanians. Retirees and potential movers must consider Pennsylvania's economic challenges, including high taxes, a tough job market, and below-average income levels in several areas. These factors contribute to making Pennsylvania a less desirable place for those seeking a stable and prosperous environment. Before moving on to the next state, I'd love to hear your thoughts on why people are leaving states like Pennsylvania. If you have any experiences or insights, please share them in the comments. Your input is valuable to this conversation. Now, let's explore our next exciting destination. Number 7. New York. New York State boasts a variety of landscapes, from the energetic streets of New York City to the serene Adirondack Mountains. It features significant bodies of water like Lake Ontario and Lake Erie, along with the renowned Niagara Falls on its western boundary. Spanning approximately 54,555 square miles, New York ranks as the 27th largest state in the U.S. and is among the most densely populated, with an estimated 19.8 million residents as of the latest counts from 2021 to 2022. During this period, the state experienced a 0.91% population decline, equating to around 880,000 people relocating. This was the largest recorded drop, reflecting a growing trend. One primary factor for this exodus is the state's hefty tax burden. New Yorkers face a total tax rate of 12.47%, the highest in the nation, compared to Alaska's low rate of 5%. However, taxes aren't the only issue. The overall cost of living in New York is significantly higher than in many other U.S. locations, with a general cost of living index of 125 and a housing index of 173, indicating that housing costs are 73% above the national average. As of 2023, purchasing a median-priced home in New York costs about $819,900, much higher than the national median of $488,851. Renting is also expensive, averaging $1,678 per month. The rise of remote work has allowed many New Yorkers to relocate, reducing the state's workforce and contributing to the ongoing population decline that began in 2021. Number 6. Illinois. Illinois, a state with a rich and varied landscape, plays a significant role in America's heartland. The most well-known city, Chicago, is situated along the shores of Lake Michigan in the northeast. The state spans approximately 57,988 square miles, which is substantial considering its population of over 104,000 people. This population trend isn't confined to Chicago. It is observed statewide, though Chicago experiences it more intensely. A significant factor driving nearly 40% of residents to leave is the high taxes and expensive lifestyle. Illinois has the second highest property tax rates in the United States. However, taxes aren't the only issue. The state's economy has been unstable, particularly since the pandemic, making it challenging for many to maintain an affordable lifestyle. Even if one can manage their finances, the high costs and taxes might eventually compel them to relocate. For instance, the average monthly cost of living in Illinois for a single person, excluding rent, is about $2,300. Rent adds a significant amount, with a typical one-bedroom apartment in Chicago costing around $1,800 per month. In comparison, states like Tennessee or Texas offer similar apartments for much less, making relocation an attractive option. These financial considerations are especially important for retirees seeking stability and affordability. Understanding the economic challenges in states like Illinois can be crucial in making informed decisions about where to spend one's retirement years. Number 5. California. California, renowned for its varied landscapes and dynamic culture, is home to a plethora of natural wonders. From the mist-shrouded hills of San Francisco and the verdant vineyards of Napa Valley to the arid expanses of Death Valley and the imposing peaks of Yosemite National Park, California's topography is both diverse and breathtaking. Spanning an area of roughly 163,944 square miles, the state has been witnessing a notable demographic shift. Projections indicate that by the end of 2024, around 275,000 residents will have exited California, continuing a recent trend of outmigration. Between 2022 and 2023, approximately 144,145 people left the state, which represents less than 1% of its total population. This exodus is largely driven by the high cost of living and deteriorating infrastructure. The expense of housing, utilities, groceries, transportation, and healthcare has become increasingly burdensome for many residents. Not only individuals but also businesses are seeking more economically favorable locales. Between 2018 and 2022, about 3,152 businesses relocated from California, with Tesla's Elon Musk famously moving operations to Texas in 2020, citing a more conducive environment for business growth. These trends underscore a broader issue beyond mere statistics. They reflect concerns about quality of life and economic sustainability. Despite California's natural beauty and rich cultural tapestry, the high costs and infrastructure challenges suggest it may not be the most viable option for those in search of an affordable and sustainable living situation. Number 4. West Virginia. West Virginia, known for its picturesque rolling mountains and dense forests, is a haven for outdoor enthusiasts, offering activities such as hiking, biking, and river rafting. Covering approximately 24,234.61 square miles, this state is home to around 1.78 million people. However, the population has been gradually decreasing due to economic hardships and demographic changes. This decline is projected to continue, albeit at a slower pace, with an estimated loss of 2,000 residents per year up to 2024, following a decade where nearly 8,500 people left annually. These trends are driven by long-term economic and demographic factors. Economically, West Virginia ranks as the 4th worst in the United States, largely due to insufficient job opportunities, which disproportionately affect the youth. Despite having the lowest cost of living in the country, this advantage is diminished by the lack of employment prospects. The state also faces significant socioeconomic challenges, ranking as the 4th poorest in the nation, with 16.8% of its population living in poverty. These issues extend into the education sector, affecting the quality of life for families and children, and making it a less attractive place for raising a family. Number 3. Hawaii. Hawaii, a singular state located in the Central Pacific, comprises a series of islands known for their striking landscapes. The scenery includes verdant valleys, dramatic cliffs, active volcanoes, tropical vegetation, and globally celebrated beaches. Covering an area of approximately 10,931 square miles, Hawaii ranks as the 8th smallest state in the United States by land area. However, this small size belies its vast array of natural environments and ecosystems. As of the most recent estimates, Hawaii's population stands at around 1.4 million people. In 2022, the state experienced a population decline of 0.48%, equating to about 7,000 residents leaving. This outflow is primarily due to the steep cost of living, which renders daily life unaffordable for many locals. Hawaii is infamously the most expensive state in the nation, with a cost of living index of 179, well above the national average of 100. The housing market is particularly extreme, with an index of 369, highlighting the severe affordability crisis. For instance, The median home price recently hit $722,500, a daunting figure, especially given the average annual income per resident is just $83,200. These economic challenges are driving a notable population decline, mirroring trends in states like Mississippi, which also grapples with high poverty rates. Over recent years, Hawaii has seen a net loss of 37,000 people, marking a 0.8% decrease in population. This rate of population loss positions Hawaii among the leading states for resident outmigration. The high costs of essentials such as groceries, transportation, and healthcare only add to the financial strain on its residents. In contrast, Oregon is facing its own demographic changes that could significantly alter perceptions of the Beaver State. Number 2. Oregon. Oregon, a state celebrated for its varied landscapes including forests, mountains, valleys, and beaches, ranks as the 9th largest in the U.S., spanning around 98,379 square miles. As of 2022, its population stood at roughly 4.26 million. For the first time in 3 decades, Oregon saw a population decrease, with over 16,000 residents leaving between July 2021 and July 2022, a 0.4% drop. This decline is primarily due to deaths exceeding births and fewer people moving into the state. In 2022, Oregon experienced a negative net domestic migration of 177,000, indicating a significant outflow of residents. High living costs, especially in housing, have become a major issue. Skyrocketing home prices mean that only 25% of households can afford to buy a new home. Rental prices further illustrate the financial challenges. In 2024, the average rent for a one-bedroom apartment in Portland surpassed $1,600 per month, a stark contrast to Houston, Texas, where similar apartments average about $1,200 monthly. Oregon's diverse economy does not fully align with the job market needs of all residents, leading some to seek better opportunities elsewhere. Certain state policies and tax rates are viewed unfavorably by some residents. For instance, a local business owner cited high taxes and policy decisions as key reasons for relocating their business and family out of Oregon. Number 1. Rhode Island. Rhode Island, the smallest state in the United States, is renowned for its sandy shores and charming colonial seaside towns. Nicknamed the Ocean State, it boasts extensive bays and waterways, which account for approximately 14% of its total area. Covering about 1,214 square miles, Rhode Island can be easily explored in a day, offering a diverse range of experiences from bustling urban centers to tranquil coastal villages. With a population of around 1.06 million people, Rhode Island is among the less densely populated states in the Northeast. Recent estimates indicate a slight population decline in the coming years. By 2024, the population is projected to decrease by about 2,120 people, reflecting a growth rate of just -0.19%. Looking further ahead, the population is expected to decline by approximately 0.7% by 2040, equating to a reduction of around 7,160 residents compared to 2020. A significant factor influencing this trend is the high cost of living, particularly housing. The median home price in Rhode Island has reached $462,000, which is over 133% higher than the national average and constitutes 30% of the average resident's income. These high costs make the state unaffordable for many. The limited size and economy of Rhode Island result in fewer job opportunities across various industries, posing challenges for young professionals seeking career advancement. The state's sluggish economic growth has also deterred entrepreneurs and small business owners from establishing themselves there. This economic landscape, coupled with high living costs, makes it difficult for many residents to maintain a sustainable livelihood without substantial income or savings. For retirees and those contemplating relocation, these factors are crucial to consider. Rhode Island offers a unique, culturally rich living experience, but the associated costs may be prohibitive for many. Thank you for joining us on this journey. Leave your thoughts, like the video, and remember to subscribe for more content. See you next time.